In Exercise 1, you will share a folder on a computer running Windows XP Professional in a workgroup environment. It is assumed that you have already run the Network Setup Wizard on your computer, and the Use Simple File Sharing checkbox is selected. You are currently logged on locally with a user account that is a member of the administrators group. Start Windows Explorer. Create a folder named Marketing Apps. Right-click the folder and then click Properties. In the Properties dialog box, click the Sharing tab. The folder is not currently shared. You have two options for sharing the folder. The first option is Local Sharing and Security. To share this folder with other users of this computer, you would drag it to the Shared Document folder. The second option is Network Sharing and Security. To share this folder with network users and other users of this computer, you would select the Share this folder on the network checkbox. For this exercise, select the Share this folder on the network checkbox. The share name defaults to the name of the folder. The Allow Network Users to Change My Files checkbox, located below the Share Name text box, determines whether other users can only look at your files, or you will allow them to modify the files. By default, it is selected. Clear the checkbox so that network users cannot change the files in the shared folder. Click OK. The Marketing Apps folder is now shared. Windows XP Professional marks shared folders with an open hand icon. This completes Exercise 1. In Exercise 2, you will share a folder. Exercises 2 through 6 are performed on a computer running Windows XP Professional in a workgroup environment, with the Use Simple File Sharing checkbox cleared, or on a computer running Windows XP Professional in a domain environment. The file Marketing Apps has already been created. Start Windows Explorer. Right-click Marketing Apps, and then click Sharing and Security. The folder is not currently shared. Click Share this folder. The share name defaults to the name of the folder. Leave the share name set to the default share name, Marketing Apps. In the comment text box, type Shared Marketing Applications, and then click OK. The Marketing Apps folder is now shared. Windows XP Professional marks shared folders with an open hand icon. This completes Exercise 2. In Exercise 3, you determine the default permissions set on a shared folder and then assign shared folder permissions to the Marketing Apps folder. To view or change the permissions on the Marketing Apps folder, right-click the folder and then click Sharing and Security. The Properties dialog box is displayed and the Sharing tab is active. Click Permissions. The default permission for this folder is for the Everyone group to have full control. You will now remove permissions for the Everyone group. Because the Everyone group is the only group listed, it is selected. To remove the permissions for the Everyone group, click Remove. You will now assign the Administrators group the full control permission. Click Add. The Select Users or Groups dialog box is displayed. In the Name text box, type Administrators. Click OK. Windows XP Professional assigns the read permission as the default permissions to the Pro1 Administrators group. In the Permissions for Administrators box, under Allow, select the Full Control checkbox. The Full Control permission includes both the read permission and the change permission, so Windows XP Professional places a checkmark in the Change Permission box too. You will now assign the Users group the read permission. Click Add. In the Name text box, type Users. Click OK. Click OK to close the Permissions for Marketing Apps dialog box. Click OK to close the Properties dialog box. Close Windows Explorer. This completes Exercise 3. In Exercise 4, you use two methods to connect to a shared folder. You must have two networked computers. One computer is running Windows XP Professional and is the computer on which you created the Marketing Apps share. The other computer must be running one of the following Windows 2000 products: Windows 2000 Professional, Windows 2000 Server, or Windows 2000 Advanced Server. Both computers should have the administrator user account password set to password. For this demonstration, the second computer is running Windows 2000 Server and is configured as a domain controller. You are currently logged on to the domain controller as administrator. Click Start and then click Run. In the open text box, type //pro1. Click OK. Windows 2000 Server displays the Pro1 window. Notice that only the folders that are shared appear to network users. Double-click Marketing Apps to confirm that you can access its contents. Marketing Apps contains no files or folders for you to access, but the system opens the folder and displays its contents. Close the Marketing Apps on Pro1 window. This completes Exercise 4. In Exercise 5, you stop sharing the Shared Marketing Apps folder. You are currently logged on locally to the computer running Windows XP Professional with a user account that is a member of the administrators group. Right-click Marketing Apps, and then click Sharing and Security. Click Do Not Share this folder, and then click OK. Marketing Apps is no longer shared, so Windows XP Professional no longer displays the hand icon that identifies a shared folder under the Marketing Apps folder. This completes Exercise 5. In Exercise 6, you share the Marketing Apps folder as Marketing Apps. The following NTFS permissions have been assigned. For the Marketing Apps folder, the Administrators group has been assigned the NTFS Full Control permission, and the Users group has been assigned the NTFS Read and Execute permission. For the Manuals subfolder located in the Marketing Apps folder, the Administrators group has also been assigned the NTFS Full Control permission, and the Users group has been assigned the NTFS Read and Execute permission. For the Public subfolder located in the Marketing Apps folder, the Administrators group has been assigned the NTFS Full Control permission, and the Users group has also been assigned the NTFS Full Control permission. You are currently logged on locally to the Pro1 computer with a user account that is a member of the Administrators group. To share the Marketing Apps folder as Marketing Apps, in Explorer, right-click Marketing Apps and click Sharing and Security. Click Share this folder. The share name defaults to Marketing Apps. Remove the Everyone group. To add the Administrators group with full control permission, click Add. In the Name text box, type Administrators and click OK. Click Full Control. Add the Users group with full control permission. Both the Administrators group and the Users group now have the full control shared folder permission assigned to them. Click OK to close the Permissions for Marketing Apps dialog box. This completes Exercise 6. In Exercise 7, you use different user accounts to test how NTFS permissions and shared folder permissions combine. You are currently logged on as User 1. In the Manuals folder, attempt to create a test document. Windows XP Professional displays an Unable to Create Folder dialog box. The Users group has the full control shared folder permissions, but it only has the Read and Execute NTFS permission, so User 1 cannot create a text document in the Manuals folder. Only administrators have the NTFS permission to create and modify files in the Manuals folder. If you were to log on to your second computer as User 1 and connect to Pro1 Marketing Apps, User 1 would have the shared folder permission of full control. Would User 1 be able to create a text document in the Manuals folder? No. User 1 would still not be able to create a text document in the Manuals folder because User 1 would still have the NTFS permission of Read and Execute. If you were to log on to your second computer as administrator and connect to Pro1 Marketing Apps, would administrator be able to create a text document in the Manuals folder? Yes, because the administrators group has full control for both NTFS and shared folder permissions. If you were to log on to your second computer as User 1 and connect to Pro1 Marketing Apps, would User 1 be able to create a text document in the public folder? Yes, because the Users group has the full control NTFS permission, and the shared folder full control permission. This completes exercise 7 and this demonstration.